From the News Channel 5 Network, this is OpenLine.
Hello, everyone, and happy Monday to you. Thanks so much for joining us on OpenLine. I'm Jessica Ralston, and we're talking the 4th of July. So if you have questions, give us a call at 737+. Deana Ivey is here from the Nashville Convention and Tourism, and we're going to talk about all things 4th of July related. And I'm so glad you're here because we've gotten so many phone calls into the newsroom and posts on Facebook and Twitter, and people want to know everything there is to know about what to do for the 4th. So let's talk about the big party.
We'll tell them tonight.
All right, let's get started. Give us the basics of what's happening downtown.
Okay, so the basics, it's actually changing a little bit this year. We are moving it because the park is under renovation. We're moving the stage from the lawn, where it has been the last few years, to Broadway and First, where we do the stage for New Year's Eve.
Yes, okay.
So it'll be right there at the Court of Flags. We'll remove the flags. We'll put it right there. And we had to move things around a little bit, so the Family Fun Zone is actually moving.
Okay.
And it's going to 5th and Broadway.
Okay.
And so we'll have all the inflatables. We'll have the daytime stage up there this year on the Arena Plaza.
So what time does everything get started?
About noon.
All right, early fun start. Okay. Yeah. I think we have video from last year's event where it was raining. So hopefully this year, fingers crossed. Look at that, though. People still came out to enjoy. Hopefully this year we'll have some good weather. Do you know what they are saying about Friday?
It's supposed to be really, really nice.
Okay, good.
I think we're getting lucky. Thursday and Friday are supposed to be a lot cooler and no rain.
That will make so many people happy. And speaking of people, you see a lot of people. That's from last year's celebration, even though there wasn't the best weather. How many people are you expecting this year?
Honestly, we're expecting about 150,000. So it'll be a nice crowd. It'll be a lot of fun, big celebration.
Oh, I love it. Okay, so you're going to do the kids zone and live music all day long? Okay.
All day. We have 3 bands on the Arena Plaza stage, which is the McDonald's Family Fun Zone stage.
Okay.
And then we flip over to the main stage at the end of Broadway, which starts about 6:30. We'll have the national anthem. We have Striking Matches, which is a great young duo. We have Ashley Monroe, who Rolling Stone actually named her album as one of the best last year.
Oh, great.
And then the headliner is Billy Currington, who has tons of #1 hits.
Oh, how fun.
But
people
the
are going to just
star
love
of the show is the fireworks.
Absolutely. So is there anything new, special, different about the fireworks this year? Just
very special, different. We're doubling the size of the 8-inch and 10-inch shells. Oh, and mainly that's because most of our fireworks over the last few years have been along the river banks, and it's really cool and different. But, you know, we've also had some big ones in the sky, of course. This year we'll have even more big ones in the sky because of the viewing back on Broadway and not as much down on the river. We'll have the really big 10-inch shells. Oh, and a couple of surprises we can't tell.
Of course. Okay. Don't spill any secrets yet. What time are the fireworks going to... The phone calls with the fireworks, what time can people see the fireworks?
Approximately 9:45.
Okay.
So, you know, kind of, it depends on how the show runs, but we usually keep a pretty tight schedule.
Okay, good. So 9:45, folks. And again, if you have any questions, we've been getting a lot of email questions about what's going on for the 4th. Give us a call. You want to make a comment about maybe what you're going to be doing for the 4th of July with your friends and family at 737+. All right. You have some new house rules this year. So some more changes to talk about.
Yeah,
what are
and
the changes?
They're not as different as they are. We're just trying to get it out there. You can bring lawn chairs. You can bring small coolers. You can bring personal size umbrellas, but not the big beach umbrellas. We just don't have the space that we've had in the past, and we ask that those go down at 6 o'clock so that people can view the concert. Yeah. But it's, you know, it's pretty open, but it will be secure and safe. I mean, we're making sure that, you know, we cover all those bases.
Okay, well, that's what I was going to ask next. What type of security presence? I'm sure there'll be a lot of Metro officers.
A lot of Metro officers. We get great cooperation from the police department, making sure it's secure. We hire off-duty police officers. We hire a company that comes in, like, well, actually 2, Rock Solid and CSC. They come in, they help us out, and we just make sure that it's all safe and, you know, just a fun 4th of July.
I know. It sounds like a lot of fun. All right. What do you have any tips for people, families that might be heading down there? Some things they can do kind of ahead of time to make sure they stay safe, and things to keep in mind as they head out.
Yeah, well, a couple of things to make it easy. Parking. Park at either LP Field. There's a few lots spots over there that are not in the safety zone, or the Music City Center. And there's 1,800 spots at the new Music City Center. A lot of people don't even realize that. It's a great place to park.
Yeah, that you don't even think about going
And you can walk right there. It's $10.
Wow.
So those are two really good options. And then another option, if you don't want to drive, we have partnered with Uber this year, and they're giving any new customers $20 off their first ride.
I saw that today on Facebook.
And you use
what a
the
great
Freedom
idea.
Sing promo code. So it's great.
So give out the code again, and if you don't use Uber, it's so great. You can get the app on your phone, get on your phone, and in one click.
Freedom Sing.
Okay.
$20 off.
$20 off.
Yeah,
so, and that will actually probably give most people a free ride.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
Depending on where you're coming from.
Yeah.
So, okay, that's great. What do people do if they, let's hope nothing bad happens, but if they see something, maybe, you're going to have a lot of people drinking, and if they see something suspicious or have concerns, what should they do?
Well, and, we put out the same motto that a lot of events do. If you see something, say something. We have security, like we said, all over the campus, or we'll have T-shirts that have event staff on the back. Find a person, find a security person, find an event person, and just tell them, even if you think something just doesn't look quite right, if it's a backpack that's left, anything like that, just make sure you say something, because it's always better to say something.
Right, than to not say something.
And to check into it, and then it's usually, it's all fine.
Yeah, okay, good. So I know you were expecting a lot of people. We're going to have a lot of people from out of town coming in?
We are, yeah. Our research shows about 60 to 65% are visitors. And that's the reason that we actually took over the event. It's our 10th anniversary of producing it. I mean, the event's been going on for years, but for the CVB, it's our 10th anniversary. So one of the reasons that that we did it is just to bring in the visitors from out of town and fill those hotel rooms, and it's working. I mean, that's what they come for. So it's great.
And most of those folks will probably stay the whole weekend, and so that helps.
Hopefully they'll come Thursday night. Go to Dancing in the District. It's going to be on our stage, so we're moving it up onto Broadway. Okay, good to point out. Okay, have that Thursday night, and then roll right into the event on Friday.
Okay, and who's going to be performing Thursday night?
I knew you were going to ask me that. Apache Relay. Okay, that's the main act, and then there's some other ones like LL and a couple others.
Okay, and the turnout's been pretty good for those so far, right?
I think so. Yeah, I mean it's a great event, every week. So
I know.
Nice.
Well, we're always at work at night and always jealous that everyone gets to go, but we never get to. So maybe we'll be able to sneak out Friday night and catch the fireworks right before the newscast. So we'll probably be able to hear them, no doubt. All right, let's talk about, I know we were talking about the weather and hoping it doesn't rain, and it should be cooler, so that will help, but always got to give good advice about getting overheated. Especially for some older senior citizens who aren't as tolerant to the heat. So some things people can keep in mind.
Well, and hopefully we won't have the humidity that we've had for the last week. But we have hydration stations all around, and you can get water. You can fill up your own water bottles. We have, concessions there that you can buy. You can bring in your small coolers. But yeah, absolutely. We would much rather people stay hydrated than, we're worried about trying to, take care of them. We do have safety on site, like Vanderbilt helps us out, and we have some tents around the site that if you're not feeling well, you can go to one of those and they can help you. But
okay, great. Okay. All right, our frequent caller Philip is joining us once again on this Monday. Hi, Philip. What's your question or comment?
Well, it's a little bit of a loaded question.
Philip, you always do have a loaded question.
I don't want to take you off topic, but I do want Channel 5 Plus to take note of my question and hopefully do a show on this. I'm not exactly sure who your guest is and who she represents. Can I get an answer on that?
Yeah, well, I introduced her at the beginning of the show, so maybe you missed it, but Deana Ivey. She is from the Nashville Conventions and Tourism.
Okay.
She's the Chief Marketing Officer.
Here's my question. I love Nashville, and it's wonderful. I think it's the most wonderful city in the continental United States. And I'm proud of all the success that we have and the touting that we're getting with events like this and all. We're bringing in all this money. Here's my question, and I hope the mayor's listening. Why are we begging the federal government next year to supply all Davidson County children with breakfast and food in school? If we're so wealthy, if we're making so much money as a county, as a city, why is that happening? All I hear is Nashville is booming, 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 booming. We're the greatest, the biggest. 4th of July, all this stuff. Why is that happening to this city? Why are 40% of the children in this county under the poverty level? That's my question.
That is, I mean, I hate that. That's sad. I don't have an answer for that because I'm just in the marketing department with the Tourism Bureau. But hopefully someone is listening that can pass that on.
Yes, yeah. And maybe Philip, why don't you just call the mayor's office or send an email over there? Philip? No, he already ditched us. All right. Well, Philip calls in every week, so he always has something to say. Okay. So maybe, who knows, maybe the mayor's watching. I don't know. Okay, so we'll get back to the topic at hand, which is the 4th of July, and something you touched on, which is helpful for a lot of people, that you can bring in small coolers, because a lot of things you can't take coolers to. So what is permitted and what is not? Let's go over that again. I know you said the chairs, but good to note that by 6 o'clock you have to take them back to the car.
Well, you have to take the umbrellas down.
Oh, okay, the umbrellas.
And it's going to get so crowded that you'll probably want to put your chairs up. You'll probably want to fold them up because there'll be a lot of people there. And we don't have as much space as we've had, you know, when we were on the lawn. For New Year's Eve, when we have the event there, we have about 85,000. That includes some of the rooftops, but it won't be as much space as for what we're used to for 4th of July.
Yeah.
So yeah, you'll want to kind of keep everything small and be able to get it back to your car if you can.
Okay, so chairs, yes. Small coolers.
Small coolers, small personal umbrellas, not the beach umbrellas, not the tents, not the canopies. You want to bring a blanket and sit down. You know, you're going to be on the pavement, so understand that.
Yes.
But Riverfront Park is still open. And that's the, you know, where we have the tiered seating. So you can sit down there. We'll have video screens so you can watch the concert. You can hear the concert. You'll have great viewing of the fireworks. So that's a good option for you. And there's grass there.
Yeah,
so
absolutely. So that is a great option. You can still hear and kind of see everything. Okay, great. All right, lots more to talk about. We're going to be back in just a second. Don't forget to give us a call at 737+ if you have something to say about the 4th of July.